Hi children, good morning all of you. Now welcome back to our next video. So children, we were dealing with the degrees of comparison and I have given you an assignment. Most of you have done mistakes in it and some of you have really done it correctly. So really I'm proud of them. And still children, let us continue that we have the degrees of comparison in your textbook. Okay, so let us look into that. So look at the following sentences from the text. But their generals are not so good as ours. So here children, look at the sentence. Good, what is the adjective there? So good as. So that is in positive degree. Okay, now the Indian generals are not so skillful as the Greek generals. So here so skillful as. Again so and skillful as. Whenever so and as is used, the word over there becomes a positive degree. Okay, next one. It has been a great battle, perhaps the greatest of my life. Now look at here, the greatest. When the greatest est is added, that means it is in superlative degree. The adjective is in superlative degree. Now in the above sentences 1 and 2, the Indian generals are compared with Greek generals, and the third sentence means that it was the greatest or the best battle of all, that is Alexander's battles. When we want to compare one thing with the other, we use degrees of comparison, that is positive, comparative and superlative forms of adjectives. I've already explained in my video about the degrees of comparison, how we compare from positive to comparative and comparative to superlative. So whenever we compare two things or two set of things, we use only positive or comparative forms of adjectives. If we compare more than two things or two set of things, then only we use the superlative form of adjective. Okay, so we can transform positive, comparative and superlative degrees into comparative and superlative and vice versa, like how you have done in your exercise previous videos, in the previous video. Okay, now so if you observe the sentences 1 and 2 which is given, their generals are not so good as ours. Okay, and Indian generals are not so skillful as the Greek generals. So here the adjectives are good and skillful, which is in the positive form. So the underlined words in the above sentences are the adjectives and they are in the positive forms of adjectives. So the other forms of these adjectives, how it is given here, look here, good is the positive form and the comparative form of it is better and the superlative is best. So good, better, best. And the next one, skillful is the positive degree, more skillful is comparative and superlative it is most skillful. So why is this more and most added children? Because skillful, when you pronounce it, it is two or more syllable word. What is a syllable children? I told you how when we pronounce this in 5th standard you learnt it. So skillful, whenever we are pronouncing a word, the syllables are divided according to the pronunciation. So here skillful, there are a break, there is two breaks are coming, so it is a two syllable word. Whenever we have a two syllable word, always we used more in the comparative form and most in the superlative. So this is how the degrees of adjectives come. So next, the two sentences are said to be in the positive degree since the adjectives are in positive degree. So the two, their generals are not so good as ours and Indian generals are not so skillful as the Greek generals. These two sentences are in positive degree. Now they can be transformed into comparative degree by changing the adjectives into comparative degree and making certain other changes. So 1 and 2 can be changed into comparative forms like this. Our generals are better than their generals. Okay, and the Greek generals are more skillful than Indian generals. Now the third sentence, it is the greatest battle of my life. Now when we change this, the above sentence can be changed into comparative and positive degrees like it is greater than any other battle of my life, and because here no other battle will be used for positive degree. As I've already told you about the model 1, 2 and 3 in the previous video. Okay, no other battle of my life is so great as this. Now look at the following sentence in superlative degree of comparison. Puru is one of the bravest kings in the world. Now this sentence means that there are a few kings in the world who are as brave as Puru. So Puru is only not the bravest king. There are some other kings. Whenever you use one of, that means some other kings are also there equal to Puru. So it means like that, and that means Puru is not only the bravest king in the world. And let's see how the above sentence can be transformed into comparative and positive degrees. So whenever there is Puru is one of the bravest, one of the is used in the superlative form, then we write in the comparative as Puru is braver than many other or most of the other kings in the world, like this. And in the positive, it starts with very few kings in the world are as brave as Puru. So this is how we have changed it, and I have explained you how in the three models how it changes. Okay, so now let us look into some more comparison of some adjectives which are given here. Read them carefully, and then now the other part, I have given only 5 sentences last time as your assignment. The other 5 of your textbook exercise, you have to change this following sentences into other forms of comparison, how I have explained you in the previous video. So children, this is your assignment. You do it. Let us look into the other part of the textbook exercise, that is the writing. Now here some jumbled sentences are given which refers to the lesson, and write them in the right order. You read these sentences, and while sending the assignment only put the correct order of numbers. No need to write the complete sentences. Just send me the order of the numbers as your assignment. Okay? Put the orders in the correct number. Please do not write the complete sentences. It's a waste of time. Just write down the numbers and send it. Okay? So read these sentences carefully and arrange them in right order according to the textbook. Okay, according to the lesson. Now just look at the study skills. So there are many words which can function as more than one part of speech. For instance, for like talk can be used as a verb as well as a noun. So now look at the sentence. She talks at length about her dress. That means she talks at length about her dress, and her talk is boring. Now in the first sentence, she talks at length. That means talks here is an action, what she is doing. Understood? So here talks becomes an verb, and her talk is boring. So here her talk is a noun. So what is boring? Her talk. Whenever you put the question what and you're getting the answer for it, that becomes a noun. Understood? So here her talk is boring. Here in this sentence, talk is a noun. So similarly, you can just find out many words like this. Now refer to the dictionary and say whether the following words can be used as different parts of speech like noun, verb, adjective, etc. There are some words which we can use it as noun, as verb and adjective also. So here is a table which you can just see some of the words. Battle, it can be used as noun, verb and adjective. Chain, it can be used as noun and verb. Conquer, it can be used as verb. Then fight can be used as noun and verb. Like, refuse, reject, respect, talk, treat, all can be used as only noun and verb. Like can be used as adjective also. Okay, so this is only for your information which is given in your textbook exercise. Now let us look into the listening skills. Now here is a passage given about Nepal and the Himalayas. Children, do you know about the Himalayas and where is it? It is in Nepal, isn't it? So I will be reading out a passage. After listening to it carefully, you have to answer the questions that is followed. Okay, so carefully listen to this passage what I am reading. Okay, so now Nepal and the Himalayas. Nepal lies between India and Tibet among the Himalayan mountains. It is a country of mountains and valleys. The tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest, is in Nepal. And there are several other mountains nearly as high. When mountaineers try to climb Mount Everest, they take the help of the Sherpas who live in these mountains to carry heavy loads and to act as guides. A long time ago, the Sherpas crossed over the mountains from Tibet and made their homes along the slopes of the Himalayas in Nepal. So, they are rather like the people of Tibet to look at. Here, life is hard and the entire family, including the children, have to work to get enough to eat. The Sherpas grow potatoes, barley, garlic, and other vegetables. They also graze their yaks on the higher mountain slopes in the summer and on the lower slopes in the winter. The Sherpas use them for almost everything they need. They ride them, plow with them, and use them to carry their goods. The hairy wool of these animals is made into cloth and their skins into leather boots and tents. The yaks also provide milk, fat, and meat. Their dung is dried and used as a fuel instead of wood or coal. There are hardly any roads in the Himalayas, and everything has to be carried either on animals like yaks and donkeys or on human backs. Every children learn to carry heavy loads in large baskets which are tied to them. The baskets are big enough to carry a person. The highest mountain tops of the Himalayas are cold, cheerless, and covered with snow, but lower down one can find flowers in the spring and summer, and fir trees too. There are colorful butterflies, kites, and eagles in the skies, and black and red Himalayan bears hiding in the rocks. Though the Sherpas lead a tough life in their beautiful country, these small, dark haired people are always cheerful, and like most Buddhist people, they are friendly and kind. So, children, you have seen about the Nepal and Himalayas. Now, you have to answer these questions which are given. Read them carefully, listen to the video again and again, and answer these questions. Okay? So, today your assignment is to complete this listening skills assignment and putting the sentences in the right order and also changing the degrees of comparison. So, you have 3 Romans, complete it and send it to my WhatsApp number. Thank you.